Good evening, everybody, and welcome back to the Picnic Table Chat Show. This is Season 5, Episode 15, and it is only going to be a little short one tonight because I am going to be saving my topics and saving a bit of energy for Sunday night. Sunday night is going to be our 1 year anniversary stream. I'm going to be going for a little bit longer than normal, doing some quizzes, some extra games. We're going to get a few people on for chats. Oh, it's going to be great fun. So if you are about on Sunday, make sure you're tuning in for that stream. We're also going to have a few giveaways, or at least one giveaway. You know what I'm like when I get excited and carried away. So how is everyone? I hope you're all doing well. I'm absolutely fantastic. I've had a brilliant day, as many of you would have known already, because I can't keep my mouth shut sometimes. But it is absolutely fantastic. I've had a good few days, actually. So what has been going on? I'm not going to tell you some of it. But to the side of me, I have some new pets. I have some giant land snails. I was given them by someone who, although they could care for them, their cat was trying to kill them basically. So they have handed them to me to raise up and own basically. So I've got 3 large ones and 4 babies, and they obviously have a lot more eggs all the time. Um, they breed quite prolifically, you could say. So yeah, it's gonna be great. Like, I'm happy. All behind you now, literally. Oh, nice. Oh, nice. A tattoo on your back. What did you get, creepy? Let us know. Yeah, so now I've got African lancer. I thought they're really cool. I did a load of research about them. And apparently, it's not actually good to hold them. I was quite looking forward to holding them, but apparently their skin's quite sensitive. So it's like if you're going to hold them, it's better to put them on like a massive piece of lettuce or something, and then hold them that way, rather than holding them directly on their skin. I thought that was quite interesting, actually. Another thing with them is they can actually spread quite a few. No, not captive ones are fine, but outside, if you go pick up an outside snail, they can spread quite a few diseases and give you hepatitis because of the stuff that they roll over, basically. But captive bred snails are fairly good, and fairly clean. The snails will be good for me. Yeah, exactly what I thought, Ted. The snails, like, the kids are going to love them, especially if I get them on a massive piece of lettuce and we can kind of pass them about and whatnot. Good evening, Dawn. Thank you for coming in. Yes, I'm just saying I'm super happy I got these giant land snails. I believe they're giant African land snails. And they have some beautiful shells as well, which are so cool. Which I suppose when they die, whenever, in the future, their shell will be left, which will be quite large, and it'll be a cool piece, I suppose. So I'm quite looking forward to that. Let's say I've got 3 fairly large ones and 4 smaller ones at the moment. So we'll see how it goes. I'm going to redo the enclosure soon, chuck some extra substrate and so on in there, and maybe even some fake plants. If I put in live plants, they just eat them, so there's not much point in that. But I might put in some fake plants just for a bit of decorativeness. So what else has been going on? As you can see, the Polyrachus dives in front of. I don't know if you can see; it's probably really blurry. Actually, the dives there in front of you are going absolutely insane. I don't know how many mealworms I've chucked in today. Probably close to 100. I don't know. Big old pile of mealworms there. I didn't actually cut them up. I just boiled them, stabbed a few of them, and then chucked the whole lot in because it was going to be way too much effort to cut up that many mealworms. But they're making a job of it. They'll use their quite strong teeth and get in there. I actually got bit by one about 5 minutes ago on the hand, and it's come up with a little red mark. And in fact, I think it's even broken the skin slightly. There's like a little bit of blood. Bless. But yeah, so I shouldn't have had my hand in that part of the tank, but I did, and it got on me, and before I realised it was on me, it bit of me. And that's what alerted me to its presence. Preparation for the Sheffield show is going absolutely fantastic, Dawn. Thanks for asking. Obviously, I'm not going to say too much, but I am going to say, like, the first stage is packed out. The second stage is like I'm relegating some of the stuff that I was going to do because we're just packing out so much. And there's some really cool vendors going to be there and stuff. They're going to be announcing it a lot themselves over the course of time. You know what it's like, they go to so many shows, they advertise the one that's relevant for them at the time or whatever. And I'm going to leave them to sort of do a lot of the announcements like that when they're coming. Yeah, it's going fantastic. Let's just say that. In fact, you're kind of you're lucky because my voice went. Katrina can kind of fill you in on a lot of the stuff that's going on as well. But yeah, I'm really happy. You know what I mean? We're getting some really great support as well. I need to start selling some more tickets. That would be amazing. But obviously, it's still quite a while until Sheffield show, and we have got Christmas first. So I do expect, you know, that will have a little bit of a effect on ticket sales for now. But yeah, so we've sold a few tickets, and I've stopped it from doing like a routine upload on how many tickets we've sold actually. But I've sold a few tickets, but yeah, we're always looking to sell some more. We've got some interesting special guests and stuff coming to the Sheffield show as well. Obviously, you can't go into details again, but I've worked quite hard on getting some interesting people who are just going to be sort of milling about in the crowd, and you'll walk past and be like, hang on a minute. Oh, wow, I need to talk to them. So, yeah, just stuff like that, you know, yeah, really cool. I had some fantastic ideas as well. And again, I'm not going to go into details, but some of the ideas were like, I don't know if I can do that. Like, it's like, not because it's impossible, but just because it's a bit like out there, not my kind of speciality of knowing what to do and building stuff and whatever. And yeah, even that's sort of coming along quite well. So yeah, I think this show is going to be, it's going to be a massive step up from the Bristol show, like professional wise, like as well as like the show. You know what I mean? It's going to be, there's going to be a lot more professionalism, if you know what I mean. Like yeah, I can't go into too much detail, but it's going to be fantastic. They say a massive step up from the Bristol show, and like about twice the size, if not bigger as well. Currently, like it's really confusing because I'm currently booking all three shows for next year, or taking bookings for all three shows next year, which is the Sheffield in February, Weymouth in May, and Bristol in August. So I'm working on all three shows at the same time. So I've got so much like going on and so many emails coming in and going out. It's great fun. Don't get me wrong. I absolutely love it. Like, so I've sort of planned it. So I've got a show every 3 months, and then I get this 6 month period between the Bristol show and the Sheffield show to sort of do all the organizing of it. And then I got 3 months to sort of run the shows, if you know what I mean. That sort of makes sense to me business wise, like my capacity. Looking at buying new bug hugs when I go, so looking forward. Yeah, oh yeah, you're gonna be, I think you're gonna be a bit surprised by the range that we're gonna have. And some awesome bioactive suppliers there as well. Like the scale of some of the vendors, that it really shocked me. I kind of, I always had like a vision of how big each sort of table space needs to be. And someone approached me and they were just like, yeah, we're going to need like 4 or 5 times that. And I was like, what? So yeah, like the scale of some of the things that are going to be happening is just like, wow, okay, that's a lot bigger than I expected. That's really cool. But it's really great to have that sort of interest. Like I say, some of these, or a lot of these people have actually approached me rather than me going to them this time. So rather than like the Bristol show where I put in so much work emailing absolutely everyone, this one, like I say, is they're coming to me, which is really cool, really pleasant knowing that we sort of had that impact. Sorry about that. I just had to pause and talk to the wife ever so quickly. She's running about like a headless fish for me. Headless fish, headless chicken. Yeah, I'm going to go headless fish. I know headless chickens tend to run about, but headless fish tend to flap, so she's more of a flapper. Bless her. She's absolutely brilliant at the minute. So we've just had my eldest daughter's birthday yesterday. She is 10 years old now. Kayla, she should be in bed by now, but I bet you she's not. Yeah, absolutely fantastic day. You know what the best thing about birthdays is? Order cake. You know, I absolutely love cake. And it was quite a nice cake with Kayla's name on it and stuff. But I was more concerned about just eating cake. Yeah, no, that was good. We had some pizza and all of that lot. And today she's gone out and bought a load of stuff with her birthday money, and she's really happy, and I'm really happy. That was a good time. It's always good to sort of do stuff. Like, although Wednesday, right? Because obviously I work full time at this ant stuff now. Like, I've got a work schedule. Wednesday is actually my busiest day because I start work early in the morning and I don't finish until late at night after these streams, and quite normally after the streams I carry on working for quite a while and doing stuff as well. Apparently I need to pause for another 2 seconds. One, hold on. Oh, it's a nightmare when everybody needs you at the same time. I apologize for that. Now, what was I talking about? I can't even remember. It's probably not relevant, probably not important. Oh, birthday. It is relevant and important. Thank you, Kayla. Why aren't you in bed? She's a nightmare sometimes, but yeah, fantastic time. Like I say, on Wednesdays I work pretty much all day and all night, so it was nice to do something yesterday just before I had to smash it out today. How much I did take a bit of time off yesterday actually to do that. I even like put my phone on silent for a bit, which is hard to do. Oh, so annoyingly, right? So we went to Tesco's earlier. Anyone that uses Tesco's, you know what the club card is so important because it like saves you so much money. When at Tesco's, my phone. Yeah, I am a workaholic. Thank you, Baz. It's something I love it. Like even like no matter what the job is, I always love it as long as it's like I can just do it. If you know what I mean. I love working. I can't sit still. That's my thing. I can't even remember what I was saying now. Kayla, what was I just saying? Thank you, Tesco. She's good for that, but she should be in bed. Thank you, though. So yeah, we got there. My phone did like a random update. I don't know why, and decided it was going to suck all the battery dry and died. So I couldn't use the club card on the phone. Didn't take it with me, and yeah, that was slightly annoying. But anyways, what else has we got going on? Listen, I'm not going to be talking for much longer, probably about another 5 to 10 minutes. If you've got any questions or comments, please do chuck them in and let me know. And I'll answer the best as I can, as always. You know how it is. We are. Well, wow, that was something I was going to say. We've hit a new video view record tonight. We have 6,600 views or something on one of the videos that I put up just earlier today. It was really random. It did nothing for like a good few hours, and then it just shot up from 0 to like 6,000 in a matter of minutes. It was quite amusing actually. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Like I say, a new sort of record on views. We've also reached around 650 subscribers, but it sort of fluctuates a bit off and on. But we did reach 650 subscribers at one point. Don't forget, when we reach that 1,000, we're going to be doing a massive giveaway. I say massive giveaway. I've got quite a bit planned, and I'm already talking to a few other shops about if they would be able to donate something towards it as well, because it's quite a big deal for us. We've been trying to get to that 1,000 for quite a while, and you know how it is. Um, we are obviously doing our longer stream on Sunday. Sunday is going to be, we're going to start at the usual time, but it's probably going to go on closer to midnight, if not a little bit longer. But we'll see how it is, and we'll see what the missus does, because she might just come in and give me those eyes like it's time for bed. Not in a good way either. So we shall see. But yeah, it's going to be a long one. We're going to have some quizzes, going to have some games, some duck races, because we haven't had them for a while. I'm going to get some people on. We're going to have a chat. We're just going to have some general fun. And it's going to be just a bit more of a, like an anniversary celebration stream rather than just a normal stream. You'll see what I mean when we get there. How many ants do I think are in this tank? Probably, I'd like to say between 6,000 and 10,000 now. I have no idea, to be completely honest. It's really hard to tell. Like, this looks busy here, but the rest of the tank is almost just as busy. Like, there is ants just everywhere, you know? So, a lot. A lot. And there's going to be even more when all those queens are laying and whatnot. And queens they've got in there now. But there is quite a few that I didn't manage to get out of the tank, obviously. A lot. There's a lot of ants, a lot of queens. I'm just sort of going with the flow. Like I said, I've got my next tank ready for them to expand into. I thought about it earlier. If I was going to do that, I have to move that piece of furniture to there. I have to move these 2 tanks and 2 pieces of furniture and the snail enclosures to that side. I'd have to move that tank from up there down here, and I'd have to move everything from that side up to it's a big job. It's a big job, including moving all the heating, the lighting, the timers, everything. So it would be a big job. But yeah, so I'm sort of holding off on that a little bit longer, because we are going to be moving again before too long. We have found another house that we think we're going to be moving into. So we're sort of holding off for now. And again, that's why the quality of these streams just aren't that great, because I'm not installing high quality internet in somewhere that we're only going to live a few more weeks or a little bit, you know what I mean? So we're holding off on the high speed internet at the moment and just sort of running off the basics. But at the minute, it's actually not giving me a warning for, I think, the first time during the whole stream. Hopefully you can see how many ants are actually in front of you. The beetles have been having a go. In fact, the crab came out earlier, started wandering about the tank. And I got really worried because he was getting attacked from all angles. So I said, I need to get these crabs out, put them into the new tank where there's a bit more space. They'll be further away from the nest, and quite frankly, they won't be able to get to the nesting area because they won't be able to climb over. Well, they probably could climb over the vine, but I'm hoping they won't, because it's just unnecessary for them. Whereas the ants will. They'll climb over it, find the food, and stop, you know. So I have had my special delivery. Everyone that knows what that is, you already know, but I have been waiting on a delivery for a while, and it has turned up. I'm having a little bit of a play with it at the minute. I'm super excited, and it is absolutely spectacular. I can't tell you much more than that. You're going to have to wait for the video, I'm afraid. I think it's going to be in 2 weeks' time, maybe just slightly more. I keep promising lots more videos coming up as well, but I'm just working on the editing. I'm not that happy with, because the camera keeps going a bit messy. Whatever, I'll get it right, and then we'll get these videos back uploaded and back on track. That Jurassic Aquatics one, that was really annoying. So I uploaded it, and it was like fine my end, and then YouTube sort of compressed all the sound and everything. It just sounded awful. So I had to take that off completely, start again. Changed all the volumes and stuff, so it was like, it sounded like it was shouting on my thing, but when I uploaded it was fine, and that worked quite well. But it was quite annoying at the time, because I got like quite a few views on that, and then I had to delete it to put the new one up. You know what I mean? It's just slightly annoying. It is what it is, though. At least it's sorted. The interview section at the end is still quite distorted by the background noise, because we were stood right near the pumps and generators and stuff. But again, it is what it is. I'm going to go back for a proper interview with him at some point because there's just a few short questions, that one. And it would be great to have a proper interview with him because he's a really nice guy and really interesting and so into his fish. And not just the fish, the corals, the critters, everything else. It was really interesting. Like, it's not really my cup of tea, but I definitely got into it as well. I think I am nearly at the end of the stream. Like I said, it's just a short one tonight because I am super, super tired and I'm saving some of my talking topics and energy for Sunday. Make sure you're tuning in on Sunday. It will be starting 9 o'clock normal time, 8:30 for the pre-show feed-in. Same as always, same place, same everything. We're going to be on YouTube, Twitch, Facebook, on all the podcasts. We might even add a couple more sites like TikTok and Twitter and all the other ones that we're on as well. Instagram. What other ones we on? Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, Twitter, Discord, Patreon, Instagram. I can't remember. I've got the banner behind me actually. YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, Spotify, Apple, Twitch, Patreon, Discord, TikTok, and Anchor. I think that's about all of them. We're on quite a few platforms, apparently. Doing our best, don't we? But yeah, I think that is about it for tonight. You know where I am if you need me for anything, and I am about for the evening, or for a little bit at least. If you need me, send me a message, and I will get back to you as soon as possible. Can't remember what else I was going to say. Don't forget to drop this a like and whatnot if you haven't already. It helps the channel massively, and we are getting up there, as you know, so that's massively helpful at the moment. And don't forget to share a bit of the posters for the Sheffield show if you have an opportunity to, or I don't know, tell a friend. Everything helps. You know how it is. But that is it. You're all absolutely amazing. Thank you to my Patreon supporters, Stacey, Katrina, and Jason. You're absolutely fantastic. Massive thank you to all of my supporters and my sponsors as well, Answer Us and Valhalla Martial Arts here in Weymouth. You know where I am. I'll see you in a bit. Love you and leave you. As always from me. I'll see you again soon, Ant fans. Good night.